coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Lance going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's make these babies crawl on the way back.
They'll look to throw again. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun. Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far there.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the...
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
49ers 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, Lance. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there, with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Condors 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lance. Flush to his right. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards the pick up there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Let's go. You tighten up. Mike 2. Mike 2. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Make something happen. Black shot.
He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Get ready. Get ready.
Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. It's been a long day for you. Check 52. Watch the eye. He's crossing. He's chained.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This still a one-possession game, 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counter.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
I'm only going to
Picked off at about the 31. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Condors 13. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up second and long. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Every day, any day. My 14, my 14.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Back to throw now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Condors get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 12. And Lance now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken in at the 22. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got you, punk. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, D. Big series right.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
To the right. 3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud. Mike 2, Mike 2. I got you. I got you. Wide, get wide. Check, check.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike 2, watch 2, watch 2.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Condors have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Lance, flush to his right. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. The throw over the middle taken in and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Meanwhile, Lance's throw there complete to Ruggs. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
16 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.